What's good, everybody? It's BBKDRAGOON. I'm super excited to talk about dual blades. Thank you so much for the support on the gun lance video. I heard your feedback and suggestions for the next one, and dual blades have won overwhelmingly, and I'm stoked. These are phenomenal weapons for brand new players and also great weapons for advanced players. Dual blades will give you the opportunity to deal a massive amount of DPS, but they're completely positioning and stamina dependent. So let's dive into it. When you aren't in demon mode or archdemon mode, which I'll explain here in a second, you have your basic moveset. This is where you're going to deal the least amount of damage and have the slowest moveset out of all three modes. This is, your triple triangle combo, and you also have circle, which will let you get in a little bit of damage closing in on distance, right? Your circle throughout all of the dual blades moveset is kind of your distance closer. This is what lets you do some lunging attacks and also push forward and reposition your character. But if I press R2, boom, I go into demon mode. You'll see my character is blinking red, the position of the weapons have changed, and look at the upper left-hand corner. You see how my stamina bar is depleting. That stamina bar will continue to deplete while I am using demon mode, but you may have noticed I'm dealing out more damage and my character is moving a heck of a lot quicker. When my stamina completes, I will exit the demon mode. You will also see up at the upper left hand corner that red blinkingness of my weapon gauge. I am now in archdemon mode, and you can tell this not only because of the blinking, but because my weapons have that red glow on top of them. I will deal a bit more damage, and I have a more versatile moveset than I do in the non-demon mode and non-archdemon mode. And this is basically what you use when you're recovering your stamina. You want to be in demon mode as much as possible. That's the real deal with dual blades. If you're not using demon mode and you're just doing basic attacks regularly, you're missing out and you're not playing this class correctly. When you're in demon mode, I want you to see how much distance you can close with the circle button. You're going to be using this very regularly to reposition on the monsters and get yourself back in line. Uptime is what matters in demon mode, and making sure you're utilizing all of that stamina management to get out as much damage onto the monster as possible. While in demon mode, you can do the attack that I just did there, the blade dance, which is a long, uninterruptible combo string that's executed off of one single input. Let me go back into demon mode and show you guys here. So one triangle and circle, and you'll see you dish out a ridiculous amount of damage if all of it hits. But note, I'm moving the control stick right now and I can't get out of it. You can't, sidestep out of it, etc. The only thing that can interrupt you out of that combo is the monster hitting you and knocking you out of it. Now note, when I am in archdemon mode, see how the weapons are glowing? You have a shorter version of Demon Flurry that pushes out quite a bit less damage, but it still can be useful. You can combo into your Flurry, or excuse me, the Blade Dance, which you always should be doing. So 3 triangles into the Blade Dance will allow you to do so, and you can even press circle after the attack to get right back initiated into it. So check this out. Circle onto the enemy, into your triple triangle combo, and then you fill it out with Blade Dance. My positioning was a little bit off there, so if you have good aim and good positioning, you will succeed dramatically with this weapon set. When you are in demon mode, you can't dodge roll, but you can do these small dashes, but take a look at how much stamina they use. You primarily want to be doing your dodges outside of demon mode while you're letting your stamina replenish, especially if you see like a Basil Goose coming in or something like that. Get out of demon mode, because when you're in demon mode, it is all about, like I said, maximizing the uptime of the damage that you can be putting out with this weapon set. Dual blades have one of the absolute coolest aerial attacks in the game. If you are sliding down a slope and you press triangle, your character will go into this really cool sliding, twirling blade attack, and if you actually put yourself in the right place at the right time, when you go over the monster, you will do this massive damage attack where you spin and twirl, dealing knife stabs all the way down the back of the monster. You may have seen this in some of the promo material for the game. It's definitely one of the flashiest looking attacks in Monster Hunter World. If you are in demon mode, the way you initiate that down a slope is you press circle into a slide and then triangle. And when you complete, you can actually do, I was a little too slow there with my input, you can press another triangle attack. So let's say you land at the tail and you want to make sure one more triangle comes out. So we're going down the slope, triangle, and right there, that little spinning blade dance finisher at the end. Dual blades are a weapon set that I recommend to absolutely everyone. You should try this weapon out. You should at least have one of these in your arsenal. Awesome solo weapons. Some monsters are going to be a little bit tougher to hit particular weak spots. Oftentimes the taller monsters, you're going to have to be forcing, feet hits and feet stabs instead of getting the key weak points of the enemy that some of the larger weapons can reach. I'm using the Nurgle Gouge dual blades, which are the Nergigante tree, one step away from the max upgrade. I still need Xeno Jiva horns to max these out. With stamina management being such a big deal, one of the items that you probably want to have with you is Dash Juice. Dash Juice dulls one's sense of exhaustion, reduces stamina depletion for a time. You can see how stamina-related buffs can be a massive improvement to your DPS. Again, more uptime on demon mode, more proper positioning, higher DPS pushed out against the enemy. And that about does it for the dual blades. I would love it if you guys could suggest what weapon you want to see in the next video down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs it up and subscribe for more Monster Hunter World, Warframe, and Destiny coming down the pipeline. Thanks, and have a great rest of your day.